Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Today I'm working on some bee-themed tags, and I thought it would be fun to make a video. If you aren't familiar with using tags in paper crafting, there is another video on my channel that you can check out. Shows the many different ways that I use tags to scrapbook or paper craft, and a lot of different styles that you can use while you're paper crafting. Today I'm going to go with just this regular style tag. It's kind of like an old shipping tag style or market tag, whatever. I've cut these out using a Sizzix die, and then I have used the Tim Holtz Alterations embossing folder, and I've also used Tim Holtz Thinlit dies. There's the number there if you're interested. I used this one here. I've got everything all die cut and ready to go, so we can kind of show you what's going on. So we're going to decorate this tag today with the bee theme. I like to first start by inking. If you're not familiar with or don't have Distress ink, you can always use any other kind of ink that you used. One of my other favorites was this Versa. Whatever you're comfortable with, or if you like to just leave it plain, that's totally fine too. I just want to kind of gently rub this over here so that it brings out the embossing that I already have done in the background. I sometimes like to get the edges a little bit here too. Alright, so this is what it should look like once it's inked. Just kind of brings out those ridges just a little bit more there. So this one here I did already previously. And then I used the Thinlits dies to cut out this beehive pattern, and I did it twice on a little 4x4 piece of paper. It's patterned, or not patterned, cardstock here. It's got a little bit of a texture to it. So then I cut these out, and then I cut them in half. And I got this tool. It's kind of a yellow glittery tool. It was actually from Dollar Tree, so nothing terribly fancy. And I've cut it down. I plan to layer it here. And then I'm going to put this a little cattywampus here on purpose. And we'll cut it down. Okay. And then to help hold it all together, I'm going to punch through this cardstock a hole, and then we'll put an eyelet in it. And that will hold together the tool and the paper layers there. So there's the eyelet. We want the little pin side to go into the eyelet. That will just help me hold it in place a little better here. And so can put some other glue or textures or whatever we want behind there. Then I've taken this Paper Impressions bumblebee stamp that I've had in my stash for a very long time, and stamped it using my Distress ink on this texture cardstock, which wasn't really terribly easy to do because of the texture and the cardstock. Probably would have been easier to do plain cardstock, but I just inked it up really good and rocked it a little bit, and it worked fine. Then I've cut them out, and I think my plan is to put it right here. And then I can put a little piece of washi tape or some stamping or some edging right there, and it's going to look just lovely. I also have some ribbon and some, I guess what everybody now is calling eyelash trim, but I used to call it fibers back in my earlier days of scrapbooking, like 20 years ago. Whatever you want to call it, it looks and works great. So we'll cut some of this. And maybe a piece of ribbon too, just for good measure. Kind of got a mess going over here. All right, this one, yeah, I kind of like that one. All right. Cut just a little extra. And the way I like to do it is kind of line these two pieces up together. And we're gonna stick these through the eyelet hole there. This handy dandy Cricut tool will help us out. You can do the ribbon and the eyelash trim separate if you want to, it doesn't really matter. I like to pull it through like this. And put these front pieces through those holes back here. You could also staple these on, but we have an eyelet, so we're gonna take advantage of it. Then just carefully pull it taut. And that one didn't go through the right way, so this one in through here. Fix it up a little bit. In fact, that one didn't work at all, so we'll give it another try separately. Oh yeah, that just does not want to go through. Aha, there we go. Nope, no, I just pushed it back through. Sorry guys, a little painful. There we go, yay. Alright, so like anything with ribbon, if you don't like the way it looks, you can always take one off. You can do it again if you need to, or you can staple it. Like I said, sometimes I do both. I'll put it through the eyelet and then maybe add a little staple right there just to make sure that it stays in place. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. So you want to be careful if you're going to do that to not snag that tool underneath. Okay, there we go. All right, so you can add a bead just like that. Like right there. I'm gonna put some glue dots on him so he stays situated where I'd like him to stay, and yet I can still pop up his wings. You guys can use whatever adhesive you're comfortable with. And these ones are kind of small dots, so we're going to use 2. All right, add this bee like right here. And then have some stickles. I'm just gonna add some yellow, what is this one called? Yeah, just yellow stickles to the wings here. I am a lover of all things glitter, so wings definitely deserve some glitter. In my world, at least. Okay. Next, I've got my little black pen. I'm just gonna add some little dashes here to make it look like he just flew into this spot and maybe has been flying all around down here as well. I also have some gold sequins here somewhere. Leak. Okay, well, I did have some gold sequins. I'm not totally sure where they went. I was just raided by the cats, you guys, so bear with me. I'll get it together. Alright, so I found some gold sequins. Now, the cool part about having this tag still open at the bottom, open meaning not adhered, is that we could add anything that we'd like underneath of here. So my initial thought was to put some sequins underneath, so it would kind of look like a shaker without actually having to be one. So that's kind of a fun look and something you can definitely do. However, when I was getting them out, I kind of liked the look of them just on the front here. So I think that's what's going to be my plan. Again, you can use whatever kind of adhesive you would like to put on your sequins. Sometimes I use mini brads, sometimes I just use my tweezers and my glue stick and give them a rub there. Or you can use glue dots or tacky glue, whatever you feel is best and whatever you have. So this would be a really good tag to put in a pocket or put in a scrapbook. You can definitely still glue this here if you're not going to put anything in the back. It does have this gold tool under there with the glitter, so it doesn't necessarily need a lot. I'm not going to glue it right now because these wings are still drying and I really like how they're turning out, so I don't want to mess up that glitter. I hope you've liked this video on making a tag. I've got a couple of more, so if I come up with some different variations using this similar products, I will post pictures of them here at the end of the video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share the video. It definitely helps my channel to grow and make it so that I can make more videos for you guys. So until next time.